In the mid-1960s, when I was coming to the academy, there must have been 1 million young teenage boys who wanted to be astronauts, and I was one of them. So between that attraction and the academy, in looking through their catalog and so forth, seemed to be a very interesting place, a challenging place, and that's what I wanted. Today we call it STEM. I was very interested in science and mathematics. For one reason or another, it just caught my interest and it came naturally. I was hyper-focused there. I knew there was a military component. I didn't give a second thought to the athletics. I didn't realize that I'd be as active as I was. As you know, it's very windy at the academy, and the doors to the dormitories are tensioned so that they don't blow apart. And I remember opening one of those doors and saying, "Are all these people Supermen? Why are these doors so tight?" But we were standing in line to get our shots, and the guy in front of me just fainted. And he looked like a football player or whatever. And I thought, well, he's human. That's nice to know. And when you're 5'5", I weighed 110 when I came here and found it tough physically, very tough. That made things slow for me to incorporate the academy experience. I was not pilot qualified when I graduated, so astronauts went out with pilot training. Originally thought I would be a math major, but I found economics, which is heavily math intensive, to be far more interesting. So I picked economics, and a particular application was operations research, and I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it all the time that I practiced it in the Air Force. I think if you learn anything as a cadet, you learn 2 important things. 1, work hard. 2, don't give up. And if you do all those things, usually it'll turn out all right. It's fair to say that it's almost impossible to make your way through the academy without cooperating, people helping you, you contributing your part. So that human skill is important. It's what I would want for any future Air Force officer. My classmates, if it weren't for them, I never would have graduated. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't have survived dual year. They have always been there. They've always lifted me up. I've tried to do my part, but they did more part than I did. So that's very, very important. To me, the long blue line represents, in one word, continuity. It's a tremendously important concept that we are connected from the earliest class of 1959 through the most recent class, 2025. There is a connection through all of that, and that's a very reinforcing feeling. The Air Force, appropriately so, provides recognition to Air Force personnel, awards and things like this. And that's good. But the most rewarding thing is service itself. When I was a young boy, I would get up and go to church and serve Mass. That's an element of service. And you know, it felt good. I certainly couldn't tell you then why it felt good, but it felt good. And in all of my years, whether I was in the Air Force or out, when I'm in a position to serve others, that's a very rewarding thing. Everything else gets old sooner or later. If you get a new award, a new car, a new experience, sooner or later, it's going to lose its luster. But the experience of service is one that is forever rewarding and forever exciting.